Welcome back to the second game between Viper and Stefan on Arena. We have actually Stefan in blue playing again as Franks, interesting, but Viper this time. No Mongols, but Teutons. And as far as I know, Teutons a lot better at booming, so Viper should have an easier time to either go for a 3TC mini boom, 4TC boom, or maybe defend, goes for some sort of rush, some semi-rush, trying to take map control, something like that, I don't know. Maybe even a monk rush possible. That would be funny to see with the Teutons. Not sure about it. Let's see and start with the Viper's map right now. Finding his sheep. We have the main gold on the side here. That's alright. Second gold, safe in the back. Extra gold in the back. Really good for him. 3 deer inside, berries in the back doesn't really matter. Third goal in the back. Oh my god, look at this beautiful map for Viper. And thankfully the stones that are forward, main stone and second stone, he doesn't really need them because students, you don't really need a castle, maybe one, but that's all there is. And you might want to get trebuchets up, but then again you can go bombard cannons. Could even go bombard towers, that would be funny to see. Viper's map really good here, I feel. He should be very pleased with that. All the golds in the back or on the side, and that's pretty much the back as well because you can easily defend it. So Viper should have a good game here. Let's go for Stefan's map. What do we have here? Main gold also on the side, but alright, couldn't be attacked from that, even from that corner, so that's good for him. Second stone outside, but close to the corner, could wall this in if he wanted to. 2 boars inside, I guess. We have for Stefan, rest the rest. Second gold inside, safe in the back here. Extra gold as well, that's good for him. Where's the third gold? Actually, somewhat forwardish on that side, on that short side, let's call it like this, because that's where some potential rush is going to happen, if it's going to happen. We have an extra stone on the map, and I think I've seen the second stone. Where's the main stone from Stefan? That's safe in the back, actually. Very nice. So his map not too bad either. He's got 1 deer outside, but 3 inside, and they're pretty close to the TC. He should be happy with this map. Also, he got 1 relic close to space, a second one close. We have 2 in somewhat of the neutral zone, and this relic also closer to Stefan. So if he wants to go for those relics, he could do it and have a bit of an easier time than Viper. Nice house wall coming up here already, and maybe Stefan planning to go for a little bit of a mini boom or boom this time. Not sure. Teutons, Franks, I guess Teutons are better in Imperial Age on Arena, getting Bombard Cannon Siege Archer, I think Bombard Towers, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, they need to get Bombard Towers. And then again, you get Halberdiers, you can go for Paladins if you wanted to, if you can afford it. We have Hand Cannoneers available, I think. So Teutons actually pretty good Civ, I think. Also good Monks, as far as I remember. So let's see how Viper's going to do this against Stefan's Franks this time. We've seen how to play against Mongols, but this game could be a little bit different. Also seeing that the Viper has that beautiful map, that pretty much perfect map, where he can get all the gold he wants. And for now I'm gonna go a little bit faster because players are gonna just try to lure the deer in probably. Viper did so already, lured towards the mill. Actually, it makes sense, they were pretty close here as well. I guess Stefan luring deer, he's finished that one too. Gonna skip number 4, but that's alright, he doesn't really need it. Both players on the way to feudal age. Viper a little bit faster, 25 villagers, so that's 26 against 27 population from Stefan. 2 villagers on gold, standard. Viper, 4 villagers on gold. Looks like aggressive play here. We are arriving at the feudal age, Market Blacksmith coming up in the back, and Viper sending more villagers on gold. This looks like Monks and probably Siege to me. Clicking up immediately, cast age 1224 click time, that's good. Also Stefan clicking up a little bit later, 1 villager more. Actually 2 villagers more, interesting. Does Viper loom? Yes, he did loom. I'm not sure when, I guess in feudal age, but Viper going for loom wants to make sure that his forward rush is working. Stefan could see it, he just saw the villagers. If he actually had look at the scout, I think so. And does Stefan have more? And yes, he's got a barracks and stables up. I didn't even see this, my fault, but he's got more stables out. Maybe that's why Viper did do the loom, or maybe just want to make sure that he can actually build those monasteries in safety. Viper also got a barracks here, adding it up to the market and blacksmith, and for now we don't see any extra TCs, which makes sense because Viper going aggressive. Siege Workshop now coming up, the first monks on the way. Siege Workshop monastery coming up from Stefan as well, so Stefan is gonna need to show how to defend this, and doing scouts probably not the worst idea. A knight coming out, something I disagree with a little bit because they're gonna be converted pretty fast. And Teuton Knights, they are okay-ish. Look at this, Viper even getting the scout here from Fun. Now it's going to be difficult to get that palisade away because the villagers are stuck, the monks are stuck, and you can't really click it. Let me try this. You need to... Yeah, where is that? Actually, Viper needs to delete one of the monasteries, I guess, because he cannot see that palisade. He cannot click it. I can't click it, at least. Maybe he could, but this is not looking good for him. Redemption on the way, and actually Viper trapping himself a little bit. He does not want to delete the siege workshop, but look at this, all idle units cannot do stuff. That's amazing. Okay, I guess one of the monasteries is going to go down pretty soon. Building a double palisade between the buildings, actually a mistake apparently. One ram out to take down that gate, and Stefan, let's see, has got quite a good amount of villagers on gold. He needs those for the monks and mangonels to defend, and he's going now to take some relics, I guess. Waiting the knights here, one mangonel out to stop this ram from going forward, and now I'm just waiting for Viper to delete that monastery, really, Sanctity coming in, or this one. Yes, here we go. Now freeing the villagers. You cannot hit this palisade, no chance. Wasn't able to select it, and therefore had to delete and give up 175 wood. Not too good, but it happens. I guess Viper, if he can at all learn something in AOC still, then he learned that, oh damn, I need to make sure that I can select my palisade here, can take it. Watchtower coming from Stefan. Bosa Sanctity on the way from the Viper. He's gonna get through the gate, actually repairing the ram. Nice idea. 3 monasteries now up. He's gonna go more and more villages, more and more monks here. He's still on 1 TC, makes a lot of sense. You cannot really afford a second TC, and if you have it, you can't really make it run. Losing a scout here to the knights. And does Stefan have a relic yet? Did he pick one? Yes, I think he's bringing one home. But I'm not sure how long this monastery is going to stand. Let's actually check. Stefan doing the second mangonel. Go for a unit spy here. He could see the monasteries and the siege workshop, of course. Viper is starting to convert the siege workshop, and that's not looking good because Stefan doesn't see it. He doesn't realize it, and only now he destroyed it, I guess. Trying to get a shot on those monks, but with Sanctity they're not going down in one hit. Now Viper actually going for TC forward. I like this idea, and repairing the ram that is taking down the monastery here. Also, that tower might fall next. What can Viper actually see? The Proteus found can see the main gold now, which is good for him, so he knows I can attack there, can see the TC, doesn't really know a lot about Stefan's base because he didn't scout it yet, could have gone in, and Viper actually starting to convert the tower and attacking at the same time. The monk being attacked by villagers, but there's a few monks to heal. Look at this, is beautiful, perfect idea, brilliant idea actually, and this tower switch sides, look at this, Teutons tower now. Only 5 garrison space, but he got that tower converted, and that's big loss for Stefan here actually, because that's something you never want to have. Get that one defensive tower that you had built, get that converted. More towers coming up to defend the rest of the space, to defend the main stone. We have TC in the back here, second TC, but not third TC yet. And I'm interested, Stefan, how's your scouting? Yes, can see the golds in the back, that's good for him, but he's in trouble. And while he has 17 more villagers, he doesn't have any military units except for those 2 knights here. Monk, mangonel, that's 6 in total apparently. Not sure where they are. Standing outside is 1 scout, and going around is 1 monk to take relics. Doesn't have a monastery though. Better bring the relics actually. And Viper is pushing monks and mangonels. We just heard a unit get converted. Now Stefan is housed and Viper is attacking houses. I think Viper had been housed lately a few times, and now he's doing the same thing, and it actually helps. It's unbelievable, but getting your opponent housed is something that is gonna slow him down so much. And those rams are doing a great job here. They're not gonna be attacked by pretty much anything because the monks are able to protect the rams, and also Viper now starting to pick off the relic from inside Stefan's base. Why not? Use the monks, they're idle anyway. And get a little bit more gold in. 30C coming up from Stefan, not sure if that's the right decision, but he doesn't really have a big choice, because he doesn't have the resources to get a lot of scouts out, I guess, and he needs something that can afford to lose, and scouts would be an option here, but it's difficult to do against 9 monks here. Viper is going to control them all the time. It's like if he's controlling a big group of elite longbowmen or something like that. You don't want to lose them, and that's what Viper is doing, controlling those monks as good as he can, and of course using the mangonel now to attack the siege workshop. Counter mangonel coming in. Viper starting to convert the stable, the blacksmith attacking the barracks, and Stefan still 65 population cap only. And once again needs more houses. Cannot really go for a boom for more villagers. Viper is now only 10 behind. And this is really looking good for the Viper here. Nice push with the Teutons, Siege Monk Rush. And also picking up another relic here is Viper. I guess Stefan is guarding those two, but doesn't really matter at this point because Stefan is housed again at 60. Viper taking down all the houses. Stefan is not rebuilding them. He doesn't really have the wood to do so. And he could go for more scouts if he had the stables. He could go for not gold units, but it looks like a win for Viper, to be honest. He's ahead by 500 points. Population is the same. Viper actually ahead, and only 8 villages difference. Viper for second TC now. No, only yeah, he's got the second TC on the stone. I already forgot that about that one, but he has this second TC, so he's not going on 1 TC all in. Although it looks like an all in, to be honest. That Mangonel getting a good hit on that ram, but is TC gonna be safe? 147 HP, and Stefan not repairing any longer, not sure why. He's got a lot of food in the bank, he's almost got no gold, he's not taking any gold, probably doesn't need it, but what is he actually doing? Except for putting up towers. And Viper clicking up to Imperial at the same time. Really, really amazing to see. Also enough stone for a castle in the bank because he had those villagers on the second stone of Stefan. Viper making sure that Stefan is getting housed all the time, making sure that he cannot get off his boom, and neither can he go for any real military units. And those 2 towers, 3 towers are not going to stop that castle from coming up. So Viper is got a fierce grab on Stefan's base. Stefan finally going to the back here, getting a TC close to the gold, also on the wood line of course, and going for market university now. I guess he lost the market and didn't have a university yet, but what for? Yeah, I guess guard tower would be an option, but the castle is going to take down everything, and I think as soon as Viper hits Imperial Age, Stefan is going to call it. Gonna go a little bit faster now because Viper is really only waiting for that imp upgrade, for more monk upgrades. Maybe could he afford Onager? Not really, but would be a nice idea, I guess. Or maybe pikemen, just to have some units to defend the monks, to defend the mangonels. Castle also coming from Stefano, but Viper is very, very close to Imperial Age, and Imperial Age means trebuchets, means castle going down. It's too expensive to repair it all the time, really. And here we go, Viper up. Oh, Stefan calling GG immediately. He knows this is definitely over. No chance in hell. I'm nowhere close to Imperial Age. My cast's not even up and it's going to be trapped down very soon. Hope you enjoyed this game. Viper showing how strong a push can be. Teutons can obviously do the Siege Monk Rush, and the Franks don't really have a lot against that. So I hope you enjoyed this game. Maybe you learned something from it, and see you on the next games then. GG.